Hi, it's Jackie from Golden Girl Prospecting. I'm just heading down to the front of our property. I was there yesterday, well, late last night, looking at the puddlers, and I actually started detecting around one of the puddlers and I found a piece of gold. So I'm heading back there today with Greg, and we've got an hour, so we're just gonna go have a look and see if we can find anything else down there. There is a lot of junk, a lot of tin around these puddlers. It was worked pretty hard down there, this lead, so we'll just take our time and see what we can find. We bought this property in the early 2000s, and the previous owner allowed a man to detect on it, but not sure if he of course found anything significant. But so we're just going to take a look. It's a nice bit of land. It was Crown land and purchased by previous owners in 1978, as far as I can remember. So it's worth looking around down there. I have detected and found some coins down here. We haven't really detected for gold, so we might start just having a loose look to see what comes up down there. So yeah, that's where we're at, and I'll head down there and show you the puddlers, so it gives you an idea of what sort of bush. It really looks like thick bushland with a lot of holes, a lot of dig holes down there. So it's a bit of interesting bit of land. We don't go down there often, but I do go down there if I can't get out detecting or can't go far away and the kids are coming home soon on the bus, or I've only got a couple of hours. I'll head down there and just do some relic hunting or a little bit of gold detecting. So yeah, okay, so I'll let you know how we go, and hopefully we find something. Okay, I've brought you down to the front of our property. It's possibly around 18 acres, and it's an old lead, and there's a lot of diggings, a lot of working that's been done down here over the years. So I'll turn you around and show you. So we're just walking down. It's a fence line. I love coming down here. It's very peaceful. Have found a few coins down here. Done some relic hunting, as I said previously. Big holes. There's holes all the way through here. I'll just watch where I'm going. A lot of workings, and it runs all the way up down to the front. Look at this. A lot of holes down here. So there could be gold down here. Runs all the way through. Look at that. Crazy. Beautiful. So I just wanted to give you a look down here. It is a lovely property. Really nice bit of land down here. Hasn't been worked a lot recently, unless there's people jumping our fences, but which does happen, believe it or not. Yeah, it's very peaceful down here, and you're close to home, so you can easily come down here for an hour or two and still be home or close for the kids. So yeah, okay, we'll work it, and if we find anything, I have to show you. Hi, it's Jackie from Golden Girl Prospecting. Just come down the front of our property, and I just wanted to show you, I was down here yesterday, and we have 2 puddlers that we know of down here, and I was just detecting around one of them and found a piece of gold. So we've come back down today to take another look. So I brought Greg down with me. So I'll turn you around and show you one of the puddlers. Okay, I will show you. Over here is a dam. This is the biggest dam on our property. It's quite big. It's very large. And the overflow comes down here. So I'm just going to show you. I suppose you can see it now. That's one of our puddlers. Can you see that? It's in very good condition. Come around this way. So that's the puddler, and the outlet to the puddler, can you see that? It's just over there. So it runs out. Now, if I take you more to the right, this is our, continuing on our big dam over here. If I can climb this bit of a hill. It's quite big. When it's full, it's like a lake. So I'm up high, coming down. Show you where I am. Puddler over here. It's a puddler outlet, and I'm just turning to the right over here. This is the overflow to that big dam. So the dam, well, you'll see a bit of runoff here. It's actually a bit of an overflow here too that comes from next door. That's a big dam here. Overflow comes through here, and you'll see what we call the waterfall. Now, it's not running now, but when it runs, it just looks like a waterfall. Can you see? So it's just like a creek all through there. It runs all the way down through our property. Now the ground looks really good. This is it here. I've been down in there, a lot of rubbish of course. I found a penny on the side of it under a log. So it's worth taking the time and moving logs and dead sticks and things like that. Now, if we keep coming around to the right, so remembering this is the waterfall, what we call the waterfall, and it runs down there. Our other puddler is over here. We've got the big dam. There's the dam wall there. So we've got a big dam there. And it runs through, all the way through here from next door. Comes down through there. Now, if I keep going to the right, I'm just going to walk you over here while Greg's talking to the neighbour. There is a big puddler up here. So there, if you can see again, there's what we call the overflow, and it runs down there, a lot of water. I'm coming up here, and this is where I was digging yesterday. This here is another big puddler. Can you see it in the middle there? Stand up here, come around. I hope you can see that. Can you see that? So that's the middle of the puddler, and you'll see the outer. looked around. I found a piece of gold here yesterday when it was just on dark, so I stopped. Now if I show you, I'm actually walking in the puddler, so there's the middle of the puddler. It's very good condition there. I'll come around here, and the people who owned the property before us actually dug 15 foot down in there. They've dug a hole, so I'm not getting in there, but one day maybe someone might shovel some of it out, but it's worth a go around here. So that's what we will be doing. So today we're going to concentrate on having a detect around this puddler and see what else we can turn up, because I think it's very interesting. Now, up really high, now this puddler is up high. If I show you where that overflow is, I'll just turn you around again. Now, as I said, I'm up here high. We just come down here. This is how high it is. The overflow is in here. So it's up very high. We're up very high. So it's amazing to have a puddler here. As I said, there's the middle of the puddler. It's not as defined on this side, so we didn't notice it straight away. It's definitely a puddler. Confirmation from the neighbour. And this here is the outlet, which goes into that overflow, so it would flow into that overflow. So that's worth a dig to come down here. So I will keep you informed. So it's interesting. So we'll have a little fiddle, have a look around, detect a little bit, and just I'll let you know if we find anything. But it's interesting being down here. So yeah, okay, I'll keep you guys informed. Okay, I'll just show you. I'm actually down in what we call the waterfall, and I'm going to climb up to where one of the puddlers is. So turn you around. Okay, this is what we call the waterfall area. It's just an overflow from the dam, the big dam down the front. This is what we're looking at down here. So the water passes through here, runs over the edge, here like a waterfall. So up here, up the top here, is where one of the puddlers sits. So I'm going to climb this wall. It's not too steep here. I'm going to get up. So we're talking about it there. The dam is further over and it just overflows and it comes down into here and it just runs through right down there. So yep, so we're going up here and that's it there. Can you see that? That's a puddler. It's a puddler here. Try and come around this way. Oh, a lot of prickles. You can just see the puddler, the middle of the puddler there. If I stand up here, you might be able to see the inner. There you go. It's a bit hard to see. This is the edge and it runs around. Now if I go over here, this is that hole. It's hard to see, but 15 feet down they dug, the neighbour, many years ago. So, yep, there's the outlet. So again, that's the middle of the puddler, the outer edge, and this here is the outlet, which runs out. Hello, just an update. We were just detecting around the puddler that I showed you, the one that was high up, and would you believe we found a piece of gold in the moss, like in just dirt around the tree. Actually thought it would have been rubbish, but it turned out to be gold. So I'm just going to show you. I'll just turn this around and I'll show you what we found. So we're pleasantly surprised. Okay, this is the gold. I'm getting it. No, I'm getting it. Can I get a close up of it? Oh, it's hard to see it. Okay, I'm going to pick it up. Pick it up. Give you an idea of what it actually, the size of it. That's it there. That's it. Pretty good size. And just sitting in the leaf litters. I'll show you again. Okay, we're back home and I'm going to do a weigh in. Found that bigger piece, and I've also got another piece I found today and the one I found yesterday. So I'm going to put them on the scales and let's see what we got today. Well, and yesterday. So, okay. Okay, I'm going to turn this on. I'll show you the pieces. That's that bigger piece. Another one today we found, and the little one was from yesterday. So we found that, and the bigger one today. Okay. It's ready. .56. Oh, let's not move. I don't know. Does that? Do you find that does that? That 0.56. No, 57. Okay, not bad. So what I have to say is really we found that bigger piece and thinking it might have been trash really, because it had a loud signal and it was in moss, and when we rake, which I always do rake, it came up, we actually thought, oh, it's probably rubbish. But I said to Greg, look, let's just check everything, and lucky we did, because it was that bigger piece of gold. When I weighed it, in fact I might just show you, it's just under, or 0.50, so half a gram is for the bigger piece. I might just show you that on its own actually. Okay, we're going to weigh the bigger piece on its own. Comes up. Right, it came up in the house 0.49. So isn't that funny? Sometimes it really depends where you put it. There, that's what I got in the house, 0.50. Okay, in any case, it's worth digging the louder signals, because you just never know if it's going to be rubbish or lead or gold. So really what I'm decided to do is this year I'm going to start digging all the signals that could be trash, because hopefully it's not trash. So we're going to go down that way and just see what we can find throughout this year if I dig every signal. So yep, okay, look, it was fun today. Went down the front, had an hour and a half before the kids needed to be picked up from the bus, and yeah, it was well worthwhile going down there, and we'll head back then when we have some more time. Okay, happy gold hunting. And if you like anything I've said today or any of my content that you've seen, please like and share, because it helps my content get out there, and I'm only starting out, so it'd be good if other people get to see my videos. Okay, thank you.